fellow Scouslandians today. I was born in North London, and then when I was one, we moved to Hong Kong. And then when I was 4, we moved to Liverpool, and I lived in Toxteth in a place called the Settlement House, which was run by Liverpool University, and my father was the director, and he was teaching social work at the university, and the idea was that the people who worked there, as in the staff of the university, lived there, and all the students who were studying also lived there. So you really did become part of the community, and I felt that as a child, so I was really touched to hear AP talk about his father, giving him a sense of the bigger picture, because I certainly got that from my dad's work in Liverpool, even when we moved later on to Otterspool on the Mersey, not too far away. People would come and stay with us in our house. This is called Sefton Park, and it's a bit of a ramble through Sefton Park. So if you know Liverpool, or if you've got a place in your heart where you still feel innocent and safe, then I hope you enjoy this poem. Sefton Park, for my friend Sarah Hymas, who was the person I went back to Liverpool with for the first time after decades. We take a bus from Paradise Station, down a road Sarah dreamed of 2 nights ago. Caesar's Palace on the corner, Art Deco wrought iron next door, a street she'd never been on before we came to Liverpool. The bus sails down through sunny Toxteth, where I lived for a month in the 70s, a social worker's child at home in a halfway house. I remember a wedding just after we arrived, a bountiful black woman, her chipper Irish groom, faces beaming with the most happiness I'd ever seen, a joy that made me hide behind my mum, as if the bride was going to float away like a balloon. Sarah knows Toxteth because of the 80s riots 10 years after I left, a melancholy bedwetter, already a veteran of 2 continents in 7 years, now en route to a 3rd, not a Scouser exactly, after only 3 years Merseyside, but an ardent Kevin Keegan fan, John Lennon waiting to claim me in my teens. Is it memories or cine footage that leap up at the bus windows like playful dogs when we pass the Mock Tudor Library? Its black timbers and white walls, unlikely fairy tale sweetness, announcing the nearness of Sefton Park, place where all is forgiven and all forget how to despair, place of blowing bubbles in the nude. On the map, the park's an embryo nurtured by an artery of residential road. We enter down at Egbert Vale, walk up along the boating lake, laughing at the ducks. The crocuses are out, yolk yellow, royal purple, egging on the daffs. In the city, spring comes early, Sarah says, thanks to car exhaust. But Sefton Park accepts no contradictions. In Sefton Park, everyone and everything is whole and perfect, just as creation intended us to be. In Sefton Park, I could believe in God. We have a purpose. We are moving to the Dell, visiting the Palm House on the way, newly reopened, all fresh paint and shining glass, sultry climbs, rich green hanging plants. It's a transparent, botanic version of Paddy's Wigwam, Liverpool's twin temples of glory in the round.